Homer, did I make a pair, huh? This is why I don't want to live alone. I want to have a roommate. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'm going to do this. Take care of him when I have a broken foot. It's my own fault. I broke my foot. But most accidents that people get into are their own fault. That's why they're called accidents. Woman in the Woman's World magazine dived into a lake that she didn't know how deep it was. She's lucky she didn't permanently paralyze herself. You know what I mean? These people have people to take care of them. I have nobody. I wish my mother were here to take care of me. The phone just rang, but I had to drag myself in here. I had to pee in the sink. I didn't care. I don't know how you're supposed to, when you have a low toilet, I don't want to break the toilet by plopping down on it. You know, I'm so tall that peeing in the sink, I just hopped backwards on the vanity and it was easy. You know what? You have to, desperate times call for desperate measures. He's going to wind up peeing in the house. Before she left, she took him out to pee, but I usually do it a couple of times. He peed for her a lot, and then he went and peed here on the bed. It's a good thing, Auntie, little months ago, no one cares about you around there isn't true. I'd be so fucking screwed. God's a woman spent all day helping me and Omar. Omar, stop it. What's that stupid crumb on my breast? What am I supposed to do? I requested a walker rather than crutches because a nurse there told me a walker is better, and you know, it's easier to maneuver, and I need to watch out for him. And crutches, I'm afraid, I mean, sometimes I almost fall on him because he's blind and gets under my feet and whatnot, even worse than he used to. Without crutches make me nervous. This walker is good. It doesn't make me nervous. I have to see an orthopedic surgeon first thing tomorrow. Luckily, there's another woman in this here that cares about me, because she is going to drive me to this. We have to get there real early. She's going to be early at 5:30. I have to be first come, first serve, and they have to see me. because it's a broken bone on the top of my foot. They might, put me in a cast. But today they didn't do anything. You know what I mean? They had to have me go in tomorrow. Today they put me in this boot. Godson woman said when she broke her ankle, they put her in what's known as a walking cast that you actually can walk on, and it's designed to, and she worked the entire time her ankle was broken. She was working full time. I know they don't put everyone in walking casts, because you know of all these people that don't get put in walking casts and have to use crutches and whatnot. Husband was like, you're going to have to go into rehab. How are you going to function? I said, I can't go into rehab. I have Omar. I went to the hospital half naked, so they gave me these hospital things to wear home. I'm just going to wear them. I'm not taking this thing off. I don't care. I don't need to. What do you do? I can't take a shower. I won't be able to take a shower, I don't know, for weeks. When you don't have anyone to help you, what do? You just sponge bath? Just, sponge yourself down or something? Doesn't matter. They won't be leaving the house. Olden days, they didn't take baths the way we do now. Won't be exercise. Oh, now I'm going to eat. You know what I mean? I don't want to cook anything. He didn't even get his meds today. I was smart though. She took him to the vets instead of having me go. She took my credit card with her. And I called them in. I told her make sure you put him in a cone. He's safer in the friggin' cone because he's not used to me being in the walker, and he walks into that, and he'd be walking into it with his bad eye. He's much safer in this cone. Maybe I'll contact church woman. I broke my foot. Do you know anybody who would set my computer up for free? Can't get any cash. lying here like this, the leg hurts, but it's not agonizing, but the way they want it, which is straight up and elevated, it shoots pains up and down my legs, kills. I was out on the couch, dragged myself in here. Believe me, I was fortunate, like I said in the other video, before I was going off to the hospital, calling 911, this could have been a lot worse. Lesson learned. I don't have extra pillows like people have. Most people have. Definitely don't want me and Omar on that fucking couch. Oh, and then when God said one was going to leave, Omar goes crazy when anybody leaves, and he's going nuts on top of my leg. And I'm screaming. And she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, he's on my leg. It's excruciating. This would be hard enough alone. Having this with Omar, I mean, it's like... They had to break in. They had to break these, at least the door still locks, but they had to break that expensive deadbolt. Oh, honey. The paramedics that came here got an eyeful. There's no way I was going to get underwear on a broken foot. I tried, dragged myself in here, and that was it. I wasn't able to. I had to drag my broken foot around for quite some time to find my phone, to find keys. You know what I mean? It wasn't just going to go. I had to get him into the cage. Luckily, he came to me, and I dragged him into the cage, crawling. Not fun. Then one of the paramedics hits my broken foot, and I scream. He's like, what? I said, you hit my foot. Well, what do you expect? We have to move you. You can't move yourself. Yeah. I knew it was broken, and they were saying stuff to each other. She has a low threshold for pain or whatnot. We see a bruise here, whatever. They didn't think it was broken, but it is. It was. I was right. The pain was excruciating. It was broken. God, you can't even just say sorry, hit your foot. No, it's not right. Ow. I told you that time they came here and wouldn't let me take my purse, so this time I made sure before I called 911. I dragged my broken foot around for probably a good hour. I don't know. Making sure I had in my purse my phone so I could reach someone to pick me up. My keys so I could get back in the house. Oh, and then I put my MP3 player in there too in case. But you know what I mean? I didn't call 911 right away. I knew it was broken. I had to get Omar in the cage. Wasn't going to have anyone break in here or come in here. They're not going to be concerned about Omar. One of the paramedics, the same one who hit my foot, was a jerk. He's like, you got to get off the phone, because I was calling a friend. I was worried about Omar, so I thought they broke in. They were going to leave it unlocked. And then the phone fell down here. And, you know, they're just thinking about you and getting you out, but I have to worry about my fucking dog. If I had fallen in the shower or something, or something happened, my God, who knows what would have happened to Omar. All these people come in and they're not concerned about Omar. Omar could run out, Omar could get stepped on. I mean, and again, it was my own fault, but a lesson learned, never forgotten. Just like that woman who dived without knowing how deep it was. She dived into an unknown to her lake. And it was too shallow, and she shattered. She was paralyzed. She wound up walking again. It was a miracle. I mean, it was hard work on her part, or whatnot, but she could have been paralyzed for life. It was in the Woman's World magazine. So that was her fault. Well, this was my fault. I did not know that your blood vessels dilate when you are in warm water. And I took a long, long bath. And your blood vessels dilate, and apparently my blood pressure is normal. I've always been told it's good blood pressure, but it's on the low side of normal. And your blood vessels dilate, and your blood pressure goes down, and then you pass out. I didn't know that. I told you the other time when I fasted, and I went to take a shower, I had to get out quickly. I didn't faint and pass out. I felt like I was going to, and I got out. Okay? And it didn't happen once I got out. But today, I took a long, long hot bath, and that must have undone me on an empty stomach. And last time I thought, oh, this is just because I fasted for 2 days. Remember, I don't think, oh, she's fasting. I told you, I read that calendar. It shows I was fasting all the time. Every week for a day or two, I was fasting. I'm used to fasting. It's not a big deal. Just, well, I will never in my entire fucking life take a shower again when I'm fasting. That's all. Okay? Just like she'll never dive into a lake. She doesn't know how deep it is. That was stupider than me taking a shower fasting. You know? That was way, you know. But anyway, I could have fallen in the shower. And that would not have been good. I could have died. Could have smashed my head open and bled to death. You know what I mean? I don't bring a phone into the it would have been awful. The only thing that might have saved me is because Godson woman was coming in and she didn't hear from me. She probably would have figured something was wrong and had them break in. But by then it could have been dead. So this sucks. I consider myself fortunate, though. You know what I mean? Just like when Donald did that to me on 11/4/08. I consider myself fortunate, even though I spent all the months later, parts of me probably even still, you know, wishing that I had died, but I didn't wish that I had become paralyzed or a vegetable, see? I wished I'd simply died. That could have been a hell of a lot worse. Don't know how. When that night I was shit-faced back when I was in my 20s. My mom was having another breakdown, and we found out that her crazy third husband had had her go off her meds for a whole year, and nobody was aware of it, I guess because they built up in her system so much. I don't really know how that worked, but that's what I was told later, that she had been taking them for a long time. And how would anybody, like, why wouldn't anybody have known? I don't know. But that night I went over that 6-foot cliff in heels. How come I wasn't even hurt? I heard, because when you're drunk sometimes you become like limber or something, and you just, I don't know. I went over in heels, I didn't twist my ankle, didn't do anything. I went over a 6-foot cliff, and then I was begging the people up top to kill me, so off I went to spend a night in the mental hospital, just one night, and then I was released. I told you, I've never been sectioned, or, I mean, I've never been even the 3-day thing. There's only one night. Basically, I explained to them that I was shit-faced. My mom was acting all jealous. She was hanging all over a 20-something-year-old guy who liked me. You know what I mean? She was sick again. She was acting all, I couldn't take it. I just wanted to run away from her. I didn't intend to go over the cliff. This was restaurant property here in Massachusetts, obviously. I'm not going to tell you where. And, friggin' went right, just was running away from her, and she was after me. Laura, I love you. Please come back. I ran in heels. Remember, I was spiked, and I fell over the cliff. I was miraculously not hurt. I don't know why. And I could have been way more hurt that night that Donald did what he did. Oh. I shielded my head. The reason my head smashed but didn't smash as bad, because I shielded it with my arm instinctively. So the bruise on my arm was the size of half Homer's body, you know, practically. But, and I had scratches and bruises and whatnot, but and I'm sure I had a concussion, but I forced myself to stay awake for 24 hours. I didn't go to the hospital. I didn't know. I didn't allow the two bystanders who witnessed the whole thing and wanted to call the police. We saw the whole thing. Let us call the police. I don't want to ruin his life. Yeah, he just left you for dead, or possibly dead or dying. You don't want to ruin his life. I showed you how whipped I was. And I meant it. I didn't want to call the police on Donald, even though he didn't care if I lived or died. You don't easily get over something like that, if at all. But then again, I'm not pretending to not be damaged, see? I'm not pretending, sitting here and saying I can have a boyfriend or whatever, you know? I'm not doing that. I'm admittedly beyond damaged. Permanently. Not a case where some guy did this to me and I've been with him for a year, you know? This is the guy I thought was my soulmate, and I'd been with him for nearly 8 years. Even if he doesn't like me anymore, want to be with me anymore, whatnot, he left me there like a piece of garbage. You don't get over that. You understand? You don't. Like I said, I have enough baggage to fill up an airport. But I also have the looks that a lot of men like, so I can at least at some point again experience a little TLC at the hands of a guy. Hopefully they won't treat me like the fuck I did. There's no way. Do you know you can't even, when you don't have someone to help you? My foot's broken, and Omar is blind and wearing this cone and needs medication. I can't eat unless I eat standing up. Like, how am I supposed to get anything like on a plate to the table? I'm not, I don't know. Today I moved a chair with me with the walker, and then I sat down in the chair, not at the table, and ate a yogurt. I'd originally planned on fasting again today, but I thought better of it. All things considered. It's not even worth it. I told God, someone, I'm not going to even eat. She's like, you want to heal, you have to eat. Yeah, it's very difficult. It's not worth getting up. I have to get up to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to piss myself, you know what I mean? But eating, no. It's not worth it. Yeah, you sleep, Oma. Mama envies you. I have Percocet just to take at night, though. God said, Mama says Percocet will give you constipation. It's not. I took Percocet 25 years ago, or 20-something years ago, when I had a root canal, and prior to being, and the Percocet didn't even work. And then I took it with a beer. It didn't take away that pain. That pain was so severe when I needed your nerve ending, when I needed to get a root canal, but you can't get it immediately. So that pain with the nerve collapses. Oh my God! I've never had kids, and that was my worst pain ever. And that bulging disc injury was excruciating, but only if I moved. If I laid on the bed, I was right. See? With this, it's hurting me even laying down on the bed. This would be bad enough dealing with this on my own. I've got Omar. You gotta watch out for him at every second because he's fucking blind. He's gonna have to go to the bathroom in the house, What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm lucky I have these people in the neighborhood to help me. You know what I mean? But they can't make sure Omar doesn't go to the bathroom in the house. I can only do what I can do. I'm sorry. When Mom moves back in, she's just gonna have to, she's not stone cold broke. She's just gonna have to get the house. Then she'll have to sell it or move back in or whatnot. She'll have to get the rugs done. She'll have to, if she wants to redo her bathroom. Did it from the couch, but this fucking bed's the world. It scares the shit out of me. Ow. It's so heavy, so to hold it behind you, it kills. pain. got it in my phone. No fucking safe in here. You freaking my phone in the living room, put it in the freaking bathroom. Here, probably under the fucking couch, all the cushions, all this crap that I can't get out of this like golden brown. And get back up.